Okay, looks like we're getting a pretty full house here, so we can go ahead and start the Criminal Justice Coordinating Council for Wednesday, February 11th, 2026 at 12:02. Can we get a roll call, please?
Julia Lyons,
Here.
Elaine Smith,
Here.
Dave Dixon. Is he here?
Yes.
Dave
he's here.
Dixon. Roll
Here.
call, Dave Dixon.
Here.
Mike Markran. Mike Waller.
Here.
Lorraine Gouget. Doug Marotek.
He's absent. I'm in his place. Brian
Okay.
Gale.
Bruce Poquette. Katie Bellinger. She just joined virtually. Katie, can you hear us?
Yep, I'm here.
John Yackel. Mark Helwig. Marshall Savitsky. Kathy McCoy. Bill Trepanier.
Here.
Amanda Locker.
I'm here.
You have a quorum.
Okay, thank you. We'll rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, can we get a certification of compliance with the open meetings law?
This meeting was noticed to the media and public as required by Section 19.84 of the Wisconsin statutes.
Okay, moving on to meeting agenda. Are there any changes or updates?
Can I make
Yes.
a request? I have Grace here from the United Methodist Church for the Warming House Shelter Homeless Initiative to address that. Could we move her up in the agenda in case she isn't able to or can't sit through the whole meeting? Is that possible?
Yes, and we will go ahead and do that. And looking at moving up youth justice to the beginning as well. So maybe what we can do is we can change the community services updates, bringing that up to 9. And then youth justice, we can move to 10, and we'll kind of just shift then. Any other comments on that? Do we need to, we don't need to approve that, do we? We need to approve it? Okay. Can I make a motion then to approve the meeting minutes? Or meeting agenda, excuse me?
I'll make that motion.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, meeting agenda. Any public comments? Okay, hearing none, we'll go into consideration of the approval of the minutes from January 14th.
Make a motion to approve the January 14th minutes.
And okay. You got it.
Okay, we have a motion to approve and a second. Any discussion?
Who was the second made by?
Judge Smith. Discussion, no, hearing no discussion, all in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. Okay, so then we're going to move up to the community services updates with the warming shelter homelessness.
Good afternoon. My name is Grace Baldridge. I'm the pastor at the United Methodist Church here in Hayward, and I work with the Operation Christmas with the ELCA Church and the Episcopal Church every year, or our outreach committee does. I'm also the one of the coordinators of the Safe Place Warming Resources. We've just changed our name because it was warming houses, but we do not have a house per se. But what we've been able to do is provide people with laundry coupons. We've also been able to coordinate some fundraising and also tokens for the Namakagon bus. And we usually, our point of contact is usually with the Salvation Army, with Sue there, who a lot of you know very well. And so it's a small group of us made up of community members. And what we're really doing is just supporting people, folks that either come through town or folks that are on hard times. And so one of the first ways we were able to provide laundry help was through the baskets we handed out at Operation Christmas, and also those are available through the Salvation Army. And so again, my name is Pastor Grace Baldridge, and you can get some contact information through me or through Kathy, and we just want to make sure you know that those small services are aware, and really it just started with community members, and a couple years ago, a lot of you were available to kind of get that started and share your concerns about people that were unhoused and kind of down on their luck. Anything else, Kathy, you want me to share?
Are you still trying to fundraise? I know you were looking at property and that was the goal, was to try to get a warming house. Is that still in process or?
We have looked at over 20 options, and either because it wasn't a good fit or it was too close to some, area that we couldn't put our building, access to water and things like that, access to town. We want to be closer to town. The idea is just to have an emergency shelter. It would just be one night, and there would be an attendant, things like that. So, and we've been working with Gary Nathan, looking at properties for about two years now. And so, and we have found a lot of places we could go, and we have raised about $15,000 in those 2 years. And we have people that if we did find a property, they'd be putting in a lot more money. But we decided in the meantime that not only would we be providing small services, but we also have tons of warm clothes and things like that that we have stored in a storage shed for people, and we're collecting those. So in lieu of having a building, we decided there's still things that we can do. And we also help coordinate as much as we can to get people to shelters, since we don't have one right here, up to Duluth, Superior, Rhinelander, down to Barron, where they have a huge amount of space there, but it is full. Salvation Army has like a 400-bed shelter there. So you all are in touch with all these things, and we're just trying to help as we can.
I wanted to ask you, you said we don't have emergency shelter per se, but we do have some housing available, right? There's still the House of Hope and still.
Oh, sure.
Shelter and-
Absolutely. Yes, we have, for folks that are in a dedicated program, House of Hope, for sure. They get knocks on their doors all the time. I know the police, law enforcement interacts with folks all the time, but that's a program that they have waiting lists for those. And then New Reflections, they are full, and they do take in people that are in their program. So yes, we have very generous people working on this and very supportive community. It's just those people that, and you've all seen them, just walking through town on a cold night, end up in the post office so that they don't die. We're just looking at Justice and Mercy Ministries. So, but anything else that you know of that I'm not recalling, I'd love to.
You've been calling LCO too with the emergency shelter
Exactly.
down there and the.
Yes, right. So that's available too. And then I know there's a new men's sober living. So yeah, so things have changed in the last 2 years. So that, you're right. That is available too. If people are able, willing, and we can get them out to emergency shelters. So we are wanting to do those things. So, but good questions, and if you have any other questions, you can ask.
there's more than what people think that are homeless.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of house, couch hopping, a lot of different ones, a lot of different movement there, but, yeah, we gotta address that.
Yes, we have folks that do find places to stay. They're not necessarily the best choice for them to stay. Couch surfing. But I mean, you are aware of all these issues that some folks should be, have a place to stay, that it's not safe for them to stay in the places that they're staying too. So, yes. Yeah, thank you.
So great, the best way, is it better for people to just go directly through Salvation Army and then they link to you and to the things that are happening in the community? Because it sounds like it's kind of, can be piecemealed, or different things can be happening at different times depending on donations?
Yeah, because of Salvation Army's location, that would be the best place to start. But we do have Christina Jarvis, who's working down in Stone Lake now, but she's the powerhouse of our organization. She is great about either picking up donations. She's received tons of donations. So I've got contact information for both her and myself. And of course, Salvation Army is the most visible place. And Sue's part of our board. So she'll know what you're talking about. So yeah, Safe Place Resource Center. Safe Place Resource Center. We just changed our name because we're not a house yet.
So are you guys recognized as a nonprofit then?
We are, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we have
Anybody who wanted to donate to you would be able to?
yes, we're legit. We've got all the paperwork, yep. Okay. Couple years now.
And we still have the free store.
And the free store, absolutely, absolutely. It's, as you all know, it's getting people from one place to the other, especially if the resource is out of town. So we're trying to make those connections.
Great. Appreciate you coming. Anybody else have any other questions?
And I thank Kathy for inviting.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll happen. It'll happen.
But maybe I'll just talk to you off. We don't have to go into some different things.
You've got lots of business to take care of.
We appreciate you coming and sharing information with us and letting us, reminding us that it's still an issue. It's not, things are getting better, but we're not there yet.
Yes.
And I know it's been a struggle. My staff, especially at the front desk, and, you see somebody and it's way below zero, and,
Yeah.
there is
Yes.
not a good place to be able to send people.
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Thank you so much.
thank you. Okay, then we said that we were going to move youth justice report up.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to try to keep it brief, and I'm also going to try to read my notes because I forgot my glasses this morning, so bear with me. I just want to,
Hey, Sarah, sorry, introduce yourself.
here I thought everybody knows me.
Well, we have people that will watch Zoom later as well.
No problem. Sarah Anchowskis, Children, Youth, and Family Supervisor for HHS. So the first report is December of 2025 Youth Justice Report. The areas that I want to highlight within this is as of the end of December, total YJ cases open were 39. This was also the first time since I became a supervisor in 2023, 24, that I haven't had to carry some kind of caseload on top of supervisor duties. So that was a really great feeling, reducing a little bit of my stress and everything that I have on my plate. The other thing I want to highlight is just how we're noticing that the amount of delinquency referrals is starting to come down as of 2025. So what when pulling the data, 2022, we had 75 delinquency referrals. In 2023, we had 80. 2024, we had 76. And last year, it came down to 58, which I think is really great progress, and it shows the success of the work that we're doing, as well as our new diversion program, that I'll get into the data surrounding 2025 on that in just a little bit. But I think having that diversion program up and going is what's really helping get these numbers down and getting us in there earlier to be more preventative, rather than having to have them come in as delinquency and get involved with the formal system. We're trying to reduce all those things. The next. Oh, you didn't do that?
We don't have it up, but if you can, that would be wonderful.
Sorry.
And we can give you at least a visual of what she's got.
Thank you. So I can kind of summarize this as she's getting it up, but basically we did a deep data dive with Jenna Dunlap, who's at the state level, the YJ guru at the state level, I should say. And we looked at Sawyer County numbers and youth justice offenses in comparison to other counties throughout Wisconsin, but especially looking at the counties that are similar to our size and the demographics we have here. So what she found is that Sawyer County is consistently among the top 7 to 10% of Wisconsin counties with the highest rate of delinquency referrals per 1,000 youth ages 10 to 16. And so the charts up here go on to explain that a little bit more. If you look at the chart to the left, that dark blue line is Sawyer County, with the gray lines being other counties. And you can really see that we are above most other counties within Wisconsin. And I think that's significant for us. It also went into, let's see, Sawyer County has a higher rate of 35 referrals per 1,000 youth in 2022 and 2023. This rate dropped to 29 referrals per 1,000 youth in 2024. Compared to the state as a whole, Sawyer ranked 5th in 2022, 5th in 2023, and 7th in 2024. The map to the right, which is the state of Wisconsin, shows how Sawyer County's rate of delinquency referral compares to other counties, with the small counties being in blue and all other counties in gray.
And we can get this sent out to everybody as we go, so. And data is through 2024, just because you haven't seen it in front of you.
So some of our more comparable counties that are similar to the makeup of Sawyer County are Ashland, Langlade, Richland, Vilas, and it says Washburn County. And so Julia and I are going to be working on getting in touch with those counties just to see if they're potentially doing anything differently that we're not doing that we could also maybe implement here if they're finding different things that work for them, and share kind of the different things that we've done in creating new programming that we've found to be successful on our end as well. So on this sheet, you'll see again that with Sawyer County being that yellow line, we are really in the top of when you're looking at different counties in comparison. The data dive said that Sawyer County's delinquency referral burden is higher than the state average, but not drastically different from similar sized counties. In terms of rate per youth population, Sawyer County is among the highest. In terms of raw count, Sawyer County consistently ranks 4th among small counties for the highest count of delinquency referrals in 2022, 23, and 24. This next slide shows what our delinquency referrals are comprised of in 2024. So we have 50.7% being other, which The areas that fall into that are attempted homicide, substantial battery, possession of a firearm, battery being at 28%, disorderly conduct is 42.7%, criminal damage to property, 21.3%, and then resisting or obstructing an officer at 10.7%. So if you go down a little bit, this is data surrounding our YAZI assessment that is required statewide for professionals working in youth justice. The bright blue is Sawyer County, and that darker blue is other counties. And so this part kind of goes back to what I've said since I started speaking at CJCC, but now like we have the actual data to help back up what I was saying. So if you look at Sawyer County, our low to moderate risk kids is significantly lower than other counties. And our high risk to very high risk is much higher than other counties. Speaking to, we have, the tough kids that when they're higher risk like that, they require more of workers' attention. And where a lot of other counties or workers have those lower to moderate risks, they're able to see kids, maybe sometimes once a month or every other week, where these high risk to do the true work and to make a difference, we are seeing these kids once a week, sometimes more than once a week, just depending on the needs. And so all of this really requires a lot of work, time, dedication from the workers. And then when you start talking about out-of-home placements, as you know, with us being so rural and further away from where a lot of the residential facilities are, workers are, spending a whole day traveling to get to do these face-to-faces with youth. But what is also made me really proud of my team is, whether it's residential, group homes, assessment centers, they're saying, wow, you guys at Sawyer County, you're doing things right, you're doing a great job, because they see so many other counties, especially since COVID, they're not even going to see the kids in person anymore. They're just doing Zoom visits, and that is not the way to do successful work and maintain those relationships with these kids that is so important. So I'm really proud of the work my team is doing and the high standards that are being held to have this success. That being said, the last thing that I was going to touch on is just kind of an overall 2025 annual report for the new diversion program. I've done some breakdowns of percentages because I know Lorraine and Judge Smith, you guys like to see it broken down to Native youth and non-Native youth. So the total number of referrals we received for this program were 37 referrals in 2025, with 82% of those referrals being our Native American youth, 18% being Caucasian or other. And the part that I'm most excited about is the success that this program has shown within just the first year of being implemented. And with the delays last year of really getting the ball rolling and programming, people hired, we really didn't get started rolling with this program until mid-2025, so June, I would say, is when we really started digging into this. And within that short time, we looked at the data and we have 91.89% of youth referred to this program are considered being improved or fully successful, like drastically different, improved. We have 8% of the youth in diversion were considered unsuccessful, which I think is very minimal in the grand scheme of things. And that is largely due to those youth moving out of our area and not completing the programming. So also within this, I know I briefly touched on this last time I was up here, we have implemented the Sawyer County We See You Award, which is similar to Student of the Month at schools. it's really great to see the reaction of these kids and of the parents and families because they are seeing the kids that we're working with, they're not typically the ones that get the awards of, wow, great job, you're doing good things. And so with getting these awards, I mean, parents have become emotional because they've never received an award for their kid, thus far. And it's really moving. And again, just so proud of my team and the work that we're doing. Of the We See You awards given, 3 of those last year were Native American students, and as of January, it's another one of our Native American students. And so just really celebrating these successes and seeing the change that's coming, and with these kind of results just in the first year, it's like I'm excited to see where it continues to go, because it can only get better. Any questions?
I just wanted to add, now the tribe's been working on building a treatment home facility for the youth,
Oh, okay.
13 to 17, I do believe. And the construction has started now. There were some difficulties because they started this years ago, but it didn't go through, whatever happened, there's barriers, had to work through a lot of issues. But this is going to help the kids now.
Yeah.
And 13 to 17 year old. And so we need to keep that in mind when those doors open, so we can utilize that resource there. And it's long-term, it's not just a few days, it's a long-term program which ties in academics, mental health, and all the areas that they need that support. So, and there's, God, I think, is there 40 beds or something like that?
40?
I don't mark me on that.
Okay.
I've been in a lot of meetings, but it's going to help. And it's culturally, there's cultural piece in there. However, I think it's open to non-Indian youth also.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken. So that's going to help us as we're trying to help reach them at a younger age to prevent, to guide them away from those behaviors so they don't get caught up in the system, they don't
Yes.
become repeated offenders, recidivism, whatever. We need to break that. And then to get them healthy as quick as we can, and then keep getting them educated. That was the other piece, keep getting them educated. And the one thing I wanted to touch on too is, I know these programs are funded. Now, you get state monies too, right? And I was just hoping that they wouldn't cut the funding that we need for these programs because they are working and it's helping us. And so we always got to watch that. Of course, we know things can change day by day, but I'm just praying that they don't cut that, because it is helping us, what we have to do now. So appreciate all the things that are happening and how we're reaching that younger population sooner, and ways that we can keep developing those relationships. Because we have to develop those relationships. You're talking a lot of youth that have lost a parent, if not both, or they were prematurely death or incarcerated, or both, or, so they're with their grandparents, aunties, whoever. And so whatever ways that we can with the programming, keeping all those factors in mind so that we can support them in ways, like I said, to guide them away. So I like those incentives when you're awarding them, because you are right. Those are the ones who will never get those awards. If you go by the regular traditional way they do things, they will get overlooked, or they don't get, so then they feel left out.
Yep.
So anything that we can do is appreciated.
I love that. And, when it gets closer to the time that it is opening, I'd love to sit down and just, get the fine-tuned details and how everything's going to work. That would be great. Do you have any idea when it's estimated to be done?
It has the roof, the siding, it's the outer piece. Now they're working on inner pieces, so it's coming along now. And it's in the middle of the state by Stockbridge, Muncie. So it's about the middle of the state. So it's kind of central to all of us, because all the tribes contributed, and we want our people to get help. So we put monies into this to help get it built and get it going. So, but that's where it's at. And I just got updated. That's why I want
Yeah.
to share that, because I just was updated on some things.
That's great, and thank you for clarifying, because I guess in my mind, I was thinking it was going to be right here in LCO. So I certainly understand the mid-state, so, everyone can go there. I think that's a great idea. So. Anything else?
So I just wondered, Dave, your program kind of feeds into this, doesn't it? I mean, in terms of how do youth get referred to your program, or they just can come, or how does that work in terms of that?
Most of our kids have been brought by people.
Can you do this, just because we have people on Zoom? We can hear you, but they can't hear you.
We have talked with Dave and we work closely with Journey, and I feel like we're getting the kids, as many that express interest, we are trying to get them involved in that as well. But go ahead and add.
Yeah, most of our kids come from, like, people bring them, parents bring them, or a person from the school brings them, or somebody shows up, somebody from a church with a kid, and brings them to our house. That's probably, of the 8 kids that we're kind of dealing with now, probably all of them have come by that way. We're right up the same alley with what they're working with. We'd like to have those, we're just Wednesday nights. And then we do activities with them, like this last week, we went tubing at Christie Mountain. And then we worked pre-Berkey with the kids, went and handed out food and stuff at one of the food stations. And then the girls all got together on Sunday and made candy for Valentine's Day and stuff. So just fun stuff and good stuff. Chance to connect with adults. I guess in the first 8 months that I've been doing this, the thing that I have found is kids just want to connect with somebody. That's huge. Kids just, they come and we see them and they just, if you show interest in them and listen to them and just connect with them, that's all they want. Kids are starving for that because they spend all the time on their phone and other stuff. And the adults in their life haven't fulfilled that obligation, and which is a cool thing, but it's a bad thing because it can go the other way too. I mean, when bad people get a hold of them,
Yep.
show they care, things are bad. So, but we would love more kids. We're rolling. Things are great. We're room for a lot more kids. Just looking for them, people to bring them and be a part of our program. So send them our way.
I would agree with that too. With, kids, all it takes is one positive adult that they connect with to really change their lives. And, I talk about the workers that we have in my office, and I've said in interviews, and I've talked to Julia about this, that like when people come in, if this is a 9-to-5 job for you and it's a job and a paycheck and that's it, this isn't the right job for you, because the only people that are going to truly make a difference are the ones that are willing to go above and beyond, meet families where they're at, meet them at different times that work for them, and truly have the passion and the heart to do this work. So it's crucial for me when hiring to get the right people in.
Yeah.
And I'll just add, with the whole connectedness and everything that we're seeing, we also clearly know that that's important to feel like they belong at school. And our motto this year is really that belong and feeling that connectedness, and really help to move truancy to the other side and help those kids be in school. So we should have had our sweatshirts on today.
What's funny with the sweatshirts is it's like belong and, about stopping truancy, going to school. And Melinda and I kind of brainstormed this, and we're like, how do we grab their attention? And so we searched for different rappers' quotes about the importance of education, and we put quotes on the back of that sweatshirt from rappers of going to school and how important it is. And you wouldn't believe the amount of these big, bad, tough kids that are like, I'll wear a sweatshirt, I'll wear a sweatshirt. So that's been really cool to see too.
Lorraine, did you have something?
Yeah, Dave, what's the name of that program?
Timber Bay.
Timber Bay.
Yep. We meet on Wednesdays right across over here.
Yep.
From 4 to 6, and
Where at?
right across the street over here, right next to the House of Hope.
Okay.
And, yeah, would love to have more kids. I've got 14 volunteers all chomping at the bit, ready to mentor kids and be with them. Some wonderful ladies that have come and made a big difference in some kids' lives already, and it's been really good. We're just like more boys, actually. We got a lot of girls, but anyway, whatever is fine.
I'll do a reminder to my team too, just.
All the kids are, we kind of aim at at-risk kids, but all kids are welcome, and all kids are at risk, yeah, as you all know. So some maybe a little less than others, but yeah, I think we have a lot to offer the kids and a lot of people that care about kids there, and I think we can really help some kids.
It's good to see that in town because we've got the Boys and Girls Club at LCO, but out town here, some of those kids need more support because they can't make it out there, they can't, so it's good to see that.
Yeah, and there's some, like, we're only one night a week, but there's like, I know there's stuff at the library. I just talked to them. They do stuff for the kids, and we're gonna switch some kids back and forth there and stuff too. They do a thing on Monday night with kids. It's really good, and then, but kids are looking for things to do, and if we don't give them good things to do, they'll find bad things to do.
I was just gonna say, the library program has been really successful too. I mean,
Yep.
that has grown. They started with one group and now they've split it into two groups because they wanted the pre-teens kind of without the teens and that's growing. So I mean, the more nights a week that these kids have someplace safe and caring to go to, the less likely they're to get into trouble, I think it's.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, and the last time we did our community health assessment, not this one, but the previous one, we heard loud and clear from youth that there was no safe place to go and do things, and they were hanging out in parking lots and whatnot, so
Well,
all of these things are
there is
making
on Monday
differences.
nights
Yeah.
at the library, and there is on
Yeah.
Wednesday nights at
So-
Timber Bay.
So those
So-
things are making it, I mean, you guys are filling that niche that 3 years ago didn't exist, so.
I know I brought this up before, but I just wanted to say again that our Youth Healing to Wellness Court is starting up very soon. We have a new caseworker. His name is Storm Bellel. And before too long, he'll be, accepting applications so we can get that started. And we think that's going to help a lot too.
Great. Thank you. Okay, anything else? Thank you. Okay, we're going to move on to CJCC Executive Committee. We did not meet, but we have a meeting on the books and should be scheduled out for the year. So we'll meet the last Friday of February coming up here. So should have some updates in the near future. Moving on to review of the CJCC bylaws. The bylaws are included with the update that was made for the circuit court judge or designee as approved by CJCC. So that's been added. And then, there was recommendation for us to put something in related to resignation and do you want to speak to what's been added here? So we are moving to page 17.
Go up, down. Okay, it did say,
You've
I wanted to see the title
let's
to
see.
show that I added in resignation.
I think that's below.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So on page 7.
Oh, this is something that I added because I may have missed all the discussion, but Julie told me that there should be something that shows that CJCC is working with the tribe. And so I inserted the CJCC will work with the Lakudere Band of Lake Superior, Ojibwe, a tribe located within the exterior boundaries of Sawyer County, to reach consensus in fulfilling the CJCC vision and mission. So I don't know if that's what everybody was talking about, but I thought that would be most generic kind of and go back to the vision and mission.
And then here.
And then under section C, it was removal, but there was nothing for resignation, although it is talked about when they're later on in a section when they're talking about changing some of the officers. And so I added a new number 6, Any CJCC member may resign upon his or her written request to do so. It is not necessary to give a reason for such resignation, but the resigning member may give one if they wish to do so. I think that's it for me, yeah.
So those were all of the updates that came in. Go ahead, Lorraine.
Elaine, when you mentioned that part with LCO, it's within the Sawyer County boundaries.
Yeah, within the.
Yeah, okay, I thought you said
Yeah,
in the exterior, but
within
we're
the,
within the boundaries.
within the exterior boundaries.
Within the exterior boundaries.
Okay, that's, all right. Sorry.
So we have enough people to be able to,
The wording can be changed if somebody has any suggestions.
so should we, what we could do is move forward with a motion, and then we can have further discussion on it. Anybody want a motion or do?
Make a motion to approve the new, what do they call it?
The amended Criminal Justice Coordinating Committee bylaws with the, to incorporate the recommendations as presented by Judge Smith. Yeah.
What she said.
I'll second that.
Okay, any discussion? Hearing none. Those in favor? Opposed? Okay, motion carries. We will get the.
Julia, these amendments require a 2/3 amendment and approval by the county board in your own bylaws here, okay, on the bottom of this page.
We have 2/3, right?
Right, but I mean, can you determine that you had 2/3? If you have none opposed, I guess we can say you
We have to
had,
do a roll call vote?
otherwise we
Okay.
do a roll call vote.
Sorry. Let's go back and let's get a roll call vote.
Okay, we have a motion to approve the amendments, and I'm going to have to listen back to see what Kathy McCoy stated, because she included the whole that will be the motion in the minutes. To approve the amendments as presented by Mr. Hellwig, second by Mr. Savitsky, roll call vote. Julia is a non-voting member. Elaine Smith?
Aye.
Dave Dixon? Mike Markran?
Yes.
Mike Waller? Lorraine Gauger? Bruce Dale voting for Doug Marotuk?
Yes.
Bruce, I'm sorry, Brian Dale. I was looking at Bruce Poquette as next. Bruce Poquette? Katie Bellinger?
Aye.
John Yockel? Marshall Savitsky?
Aye.
Mark Hellwig? Kathy McCoy?
Yes.
Bill Trepanier?
Aye.
Amanda Locker?
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay, thank you. Okay, moving on to jail report.
Thank you. The month of January, we've seen an average daily population of 60 inmates, 11 of those being females, 49 males. Average probation incarceration was at 17. Pre-sentence incarceration was at 23. Sentence incarceration at 20. We currently have 3 on electronic monitoring. We had 64 inmates the day that this report was generated, with a 72% unemployment rate at the time of booking.
Any questions on the jail report?
I just wanted to add something. Appreciated the concern that was addressed as quickly as it was when some of the inmates did not have heat during that real cold spell we had. And appreciated that it was taken care of in a quickly manner. So-
Yeah, we had some heating issues. We worked with county administration, also Rick, our maintenance director. I believe we have a rooftop issue that has since been addressed. During that time, we did move inmates around in the jail. One of our housing units seeing temps in the 60s. So we did make accommodations for warmer housing units. So we're back to normal now, I believe, though, so.
Yeah, I appreciate that, because when we get concerns brought to us, we like to bring it back to, so we can take care of it.
No, I appreciate you bringing that to me. Thank
Yeah.
you. Yep.
I just wanted to say, I really like the sheriff's app. it really works well. And sometimes when we don't have somebody who shows up in court, my clerks will check the app to see if they're in jail. So
Yeah, that's a new thing we went on board with just this year. We got a lot of good reviews with it, so. It's in the Google Play Store, Apple, I'm not an Apple guy, but it's a free app, Surrey County Sheriff's Office. And you can see all the inmate information to electronic monitoring information. There's a bunch of good information on it, so.
even reports on the weather.
Correct, yep. Yep.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to Justice Point's report.
Thank you. Do you want me to state my name? Becky Berry, Justice Point, Criminal Justice Director. Okay, stats. Pre-trial, the month of January, we had 119 active individuals, 11 referrals. We had 8 successful completions and 4 unsuccessful. Diversion, 10 active, 8 in referral status, 3 successful completions, which is pretty good for diversion for us in 1 month, and 1 unsuccessful. Treatment court, there are currently 4 active individuals. There's a pending referral. I don't think it's been formally submitted yet, but our programs coordinator let me know that we have 1 on the books. 1 successful completion in January, 0 unsuccessful. So that's it for stats. Deflection, outreach continues to be the focus of deflection. A lot of community efforts. The ongoing community events are the flyers that I've been handing out, and I sent them I asked our programs coordinator to send them electronically. So that's bingo on the 4th Tuesday of every month at the library, and SNAP Fitness is every other Tuesday at SNAP. Currently, it's at 1 o'clock. I think they're looking at changing that to open that up to more people, because we've had a really huge success with bingo, not as much with SNAP, and that's free. It's all free. So also, big deal for us, we got a $10,000 community member donation for deflection. So that's a big deal. Yeah. TAD, we had a recovery court site visit on January 14th. Those results should be in about 6 weeks. And then we also had a training the next day to go over TAD standards, roles and responsibilities of team members, evidence-based practices, implementation, those sorts of things, which I thought was very successful. We had a good turnout for the training. Reaching Rural, that site visit was conducted on November 12th when they were here. We still haven't gotten the results of those, but we will forward them when they come in. And then jail programs, we don't have any changes with jail programs. Michelle is working on getting 1 approved right now in addition to what I handed out last month. But that is where we're at with all of that. For those of you who don't know, this is my last CJCC, but staffing updates I'm going to give to Nikki. Any questions?
Are you gonna, okay.
I'm going to cry probably.
Thank you for all
Because
the work
Becky,
that
you
you've
have
done.
done so,
Don't make me cry.
much for this county. You have taken us, you and your staff have taken us
Well,
from
they're still here, so they're still.
0 to where we're at now. So I just cannot say enough good things about you and your staff and how much we will miss you.
Well, they deserve all the credit, truly, and you.
I just wanted to add too, the tribe appreciates all that's happening and how we can help our people.
It'll continue. It
And
will.
I was saddened to hear that message.
Well,
And I wish you well, but
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Nikki Light. I'm the administrator of Justice Point. I'm also really sad that Becky's going to be leaving her position. She's, as you all know and have acknowledged, she's done really amazing things for this program. I've really enjoyed working with her, and it's going to be a difficult position to fill. So we have posted the position. We've had applicants. We started first interviews today. I sent an email out to all of you yesterday, as well as the Tribal Governing Board, to solicit anyone who would like to be part of the second interview process. So I will say if we could have a few representatives from CJCC, that would be great. I think it might be a little intimidating to have this whole group to have to interview in front of, but we really value our partnership and our collaboration and relationship with the CJCC and Sawyer County, and we want your input on who's going to fill the director position here in Sawyer. So please email me back if you're interested. We're hoping to finish first interviews this week and have candidates that we would like to bring back for a second interview. So hopefully, I would say in 2 weeks, the 24th, I think February 24th is what we were looking at as a possible date for second interviews. So depending on who's interested, I've heard from a couple people already. Thank you for reaching out. And we will do that either in person or via Zoom, whatever works for the most amount of people.
Nikki, reach out to me if there's like, oh, no, too many people and we need to like make some decisions on who attends.
Sure. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
thank you.
Thanks.
Anything else with Justice Point? Okay, the public health update, we really don't have anything at this time. A few things kind of in the wings that I see coming forward that'll probably be updated next month, but we can pass on that. We already had the youth justice report and the warming shelter homelessness. Is there anything else under community services updates? Okay, hearing none. Outside committee updates? Any correspondence? And future agenda items? Anything anybody wants to see added to the agenda for next month? Okay, hearing none, we are adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.